Hey guys, what's going on? It's Jordan. Welcome back to the channel. Thank you for stopping by. So today I want to be talking about the Canon IP8720. Now, a little bit of a backstory. I did an initial review. Not many people enjoyed that review, so I'm going to do a full new review on this printer, which I guess we'll just consider this to be a 6-month review. So let's go ahead and get into it. So the Canon Pixma IP8720 is $279.99 on Canon's website, Adorama, B&H, and Amazon for your liking. When I first originally looked for the price, it was out of stock on every website besides Amazon, and the dude who was selling it on Amazon had it for like $329. Somebody complained on my last video about it being like the one with extra ink. No, it wasn't the one with the extra ink. It was literally just the printer. Anyways, that's why I hate Amazon, because people price gouge you on shit. Anyways, if you don't like it, don't watch this video. So the Canon Pixma IP8720 uses 6 cartridges. It uses 5 dye-based cartridges and 1 pigment-based black cartridge. Has magenta, cyan, yellow, gray, and black. And the pigment is black. It uses the 250 and the 251 ink cartridges. So the 250 is the pigment based and the 251 are the dye based ink cartridges. Now this printer will print paper from 4x6 all the way up to 13x19. So if you want to print 4x6 photos, 5x7 photos, 8.5x11, 11x17, 13x19, it'll print everything in between that. I have been printing on this for quite some time now. I've actually sold quite a few prints from it. The 13x19 photos, so I was using just like regular HP 13x19 gloss, and that took about 4 minutes and 50 seconds. So the very first one I did, actually, I timed it. I'm going to throw a little B-roll into here, but the first one I did was 4 minutes, 54 seconds, 0.47 milliseconds. The next one I did right after that was 4 minutes, 49 seconds, 0.10 milliseconds. So roughly about 5 minutes to print a 13x19. So that's the largest size. Think about anything smaller than that, obviously going to take a lot less time. If you need to know more than that, I don't know what to tell you. Just ask me and I'll print a piece of paper out for you and I'll let you know. So the maximum DPI for color is 9600 by 2400, and black, I believe it was 600 by 600. That's pretty good. I mean, I have printed out a few images, and I mean, spectacularly, they're pretty color accurate. I'm pretty pleased with them, and honestly, I've sold images from this printer to people, or I've given people photography or photo prints from that, and they're pretty wowed by the images that they come out of it. Also, I have started to do like my own stupid little t-shirts. I've been using some like iron-on transfers, not the best ones, but I've been making my own t-shirt iron-on transfers, and so it also will handle that. I haven't had any issues as of yet with any of the ink running off in the wash. The only problem I have had with the iron-ons is just getting them to not wrinkle, and I'm not really sure what I'm doing wrong. So if anybody does t-shirt iron-ons or like t-shirt pressing, just let me know why the little patches are like wrinkling on there. Anyways, long story short, none of this is running off so far. I've washed these shirts a bunch of times now, and they're still holding up pretty well. Now, I did do some other like self-testing. I was printing some 8.5x11 sheets, just plain text sheets. So from start to finish, just one 8.5x11 sheet of like just text paper. Like let's say you had to print something out for like a resume or something. Roughly about 8 seconds. And that was from start to finish. I don't know if I didn't press the print button at the same time that I pressed the timer button on my cell phone, so maybe that could be some sort of an error, but I did also print out 5 pages in a row, and that took about 15 seconds, 0.56 milliseconds, so roughly about 3.5 seconds, maybe 3.25 seconds per page at 5 pages, so that's just their give or take. You can also print some like CD labels. Like obviously people don't really use CDs that much anymore, but Canon does offer something that like it's a little tray that you can stick in there if you want to like print. Maybe you make at-home movies, or maybe you want to like print onto a DVD or a CD, you can do that with that too. You can also print on envelopes. This is just a straightforward like photo printer, so you have to do everything through the app on the computer. Now, just so you know, this is a Wi-Fi printer, but you can also hook it up to your computer through a USB cord. It does not come with a USB cord, by the way, so if you are planning on running a cord from the computer to the printer, you're gonna have to go buy one. It is a little bit of a pain to set up it onto the Wi-Fi, but the computer or the cell phone that you are printing from to the printer does need to be connected to Wi-Fi, along with the printer needing to be connected to Wi-Fi. It is a little bit of a pain to get your computer and your cell phone connected to the printer at first, but just trust me on this. You kind of have to like hold the blue little Wi-Fi button on the bottom down there, and you gotta like print it, and then you gotta hold it, and you gotta do this, and like it's a little bit of pain. Anyways, once you get past that, it's connected. You don't have to worry about it. So that's it. Honestly, as of right now, there's really not a whole lot more that's special about this. Now, there is some stuff that you will get when you upload the information from the CD onto your desktop or laptop. It does come with an installation CD, just so you know. So you're gonna have to be able to like have a CD drive on your laptop or computer. You might be able to download the information from Canon's website if you don't have a CD drive. I'm not 100% sure. Don't ask me. I have a CD drive, obviously. That's why I'm talking about it. So the CD drive, or the CD that comes with all the information on it. So you'll get like the Canon Image Garden, and you'll get like the Canon printer app for the iP8720. I've used it a couple of times. The printer app, like the Canon Image Garden to print for that printer, like if you're doing like a 13x19 print, is nice because like, so if I were to just print it from my computer onto that, like my printer will basically just take the image and put it wherever. So like if I wanted to recenter it, I wouldn't be able to do that. But with the Canon Image Garden, you're actually able to do that. So like while you are about to print your photo, you can actually take it into the Canon Image Garden, and then you can readjust the print where you want it to be, and then you can have it printed out like that, which I think is actually a pretty nice feature, specifically for maybe somebody that didn't get, you know, accurately their framing. So you can kind of like reframe it a little bit, which is, I mean, you know, kind of cool, but also kind of like a little bit of pain. Anyways, still a pretty cool feature, so take it as it is. Now, if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask me about the printer. Like I said, I already did a video on this a very long time ago, so this is going to be like just like a 6-month update type of thing. The printer has worked spectacularly. There was one time that the printer, for some reason, couldn't tell you, just became unconnected from my Wi-Fi. It took me a little bit of a while to get it connected back to the Wi-Fi onto my computer. Basically, long story short, I was working on it, trying to get to print something, wasn't connecting, couldn't tell you why, it wasn't connected. I kept reconnecting it, wasn't working, turned it off, turned the computer off. I think the very next day when I woke up, I basically turned the computer on, turned the printer on. I was going to go try and make it work again, and then for some reason the printer was magically reconnected to the computer. Couldn't tell you. I haven't had any issues with it as of yet from that point now, so just take it as it is. It is technology. It's not the best, but if you just want to be able to print from your computer to the printer, you're going to need a USB cable, just so you know. If you guys have any questions, feel free to ask. I've had this printer for a little while now. I've printed multiple 13x19 and multiple 8.5x11 and 4x6 images off of it. So just let me know in the comments if you have any questions, if I didn't cover everything in or anything that you were maybe interested in. For the iron-on t-shirt stuff, I definitely know that this will not do like sublimation, because sublimation printers are different than ink-based, dye-based printers. So if you were looking for that information, probably not going to find it. But yeah, other than that, I haven't had any other issues besides just it becoming disconnected from my Wi-Fi one time and then not working again after that. So yeah, if you guys liked this video and you found it at all helpful, go ahead and give it a thumbs up, give it a like. If you didn't like this video, also give it a thumbs up, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit all the buttons. I'm Jordan. I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.